Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. So here mostly market stands in a tight range after the strong collapse on the background of the rally in interest rates. Now it's getting some relief, not just Bitcoin but every market across the board. We see the pullback on the gold, on the euro currency, the retracement on the 10-year yield that now stands on the way, which is actually could last a bit longer. But in general it doesn't change the overall fundamental background of the United States economy. Perspective of the high interest rates, perspective of the high inflation. Well, in the nearest few months, probably, as you know from our fundamental reports on the Forex market and the gold market, we expect that CPI has really big chances to turn up again somewhere in September. So that's in turn will add more pressure on the performance of the interest rates, which should keep going higher. Will push lower the real interest rates, and all this stuff will become the headwind for Bitcoin as well. As you know, the expectations on the job level is also rising in the United States, so everything points on its more stubborn and higher inflation rate. The dynamic of the hydrocarbons we already have discussed in our gold report 2 weeks ago, speaking about the heating oil, about the diesel, about the gasoline prices. So it's just fundamental background is forming that it will be not sufficient supply on the market to satisfy all needs of the world in oil. So all this stuff together create a fundamental background that's not really friendly for the Bitcoin. And the fact that market now is just supported by the strong confidence area, which is 24, 27, 25, 60 approximately. It doesn't mean that this market will stop here. Yes, it could start forming some pattern. For instance, as we said, it might be the hand and shoulders or something of that sort, if pullback will be more or less significant. But the way how market behaves here, we explained already a few times that here should not happen this downside action. This breaks the normal sequence of the swings when the market is forming with the ABCD turning from the extension to contraction, extension once again. So here should not be this type of action, because major retracement has happened. Market was not able to reach the next target and just collapsed somewhere in the middle of the way, was not able to break this area up. That is very negative sign. And if even in the short term we could get some more extended pullback, it doesn't mean yet that market is ready to go up again to the 36 target. It's more probable that we will get some kind of the downside continuation here as well. So market once again stand here at the vital points. So it was previously vital when it just has tested it for the first time, but it becomes even more vital because of the actually coming for the second time. So on the daily chart, I can't say something really new. So actually, after the collapse to the oversold, market just stands flat. Oversold doesn't let him to keep going lower, but I just repeat here the same suggestion that I have made last time. We have uncompleted XOP 2473, and before any other action will start, before some strong retracement, if it will happen at all, of course, but before it will start, I suggest that market should complete the XOP target, especially when we have this type of action to the downside. It's really very fast and strong. That's why some kind of the rest of this momentum should let market to reach the XOP. That's why I'm not believing too much with this upside performance, and I think that's very short term and hardly will get some significant range, so significant extension. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we don't have something really special, and so the thing that we could discuss stands on the hourly. So for here we're waiting for and discussing potential butterfly, but now you can see that market stands flat, is supported by dropping of the interest rate yields, and so consolidation might be a bit longer. And here's maybe market could try to reach more extended retracement before downward action will start. And here we need to consider a few targets. Now we're turning to calculation on the ABCD extensions. First one agrees with the first fib resistance, which stands around 27 area. XOP stands around 28, 25, and 28 fib levels. So this is another agreement area. Reaching of the 28 currently seems not very probable, and I would prefer to consider 27 area where potentially this pullback might be over before market will turn down again and start moving back to the target of 24 area on the daily chart. It's actually to the XOP that we have here, 24.70. So that's what I'm thinking about the Bitcoin market. So in 2 words speaking, we are waiting for reaching of some resistance and logical final of this ABCD retracement right around the OP, which is around 27, 27, 20, and then supposedly market could reestablish downward action to complete 24.70 target on the daily chart. Once again, as everywhere as on other markets, I call you to not take position blindly. So if you, whatever direction you are choosing right now, if you would like to sell, for example, here, do not just take the short position because market touched the OP. Drop your time frame to the 5-minute chart. Watch for minor bearish patterns. If it will be formed, then use it to place the stops, because patterns will make your life significantly easier, let you to place way tighter stops and reduce your risk. Because market is very tricky right now, as you can see, it actually mostly driven by the external factors. This action that we see here on Bitcoin is not because of the valuation of the Bitcoin itself. Something is changing in the minds of the investors. They see Bitcoin is more attractive. Absolutely not. This retracement is just pure reaction on the drop of the interest rates. So it's not some internal driving factor of the Bitcoin, and that makes it's a bit tricky trading the other markets. I mean, others, not the United States interest rates. So in whatever position you would like to take before this, wait for clear patterns to be formed. So that's actually what we have, and let's see what will happen.